McDowell's supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
Wasco wishes to inform the public of a planned maintenance on its raw water pipeline on Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. During this period, water pressure and supply to customers from Millet to Cap Estate will be affected. Upon completion of these scheduled works, residents at higher elevations and at the end of the distribution line may experience additional delays as the network stabilizes. The public is therefore strongly advised to collect and conserve water where possible. Wasco apologizes to its valued customers for any inconvenience caused as we work towards infrastructure resilience and restoration of regular water supply. Look out for updates on our website and social media platforms.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The City opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosile Bus Stop, Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosile.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Pleasant good afternoon to all of you, Real Issues fans, and in the diaspora. We are live on Facebook. I think you could get us on Real FM, NBC, 97.1 and 97.3. It's a lovely day. It's not hot, too hot. I'll be by my lonesome today with, in studio, trusted technician, Jaquan Joseph, the voice you hear at News Time, doing a fantastic job. You may be wondering where is the host of Real FM. Shelton is he's not sick. He had an appointment. The appointment was scheduled for 9 o'clock, but he got there on time. You know, he's a fella, he likes to be on time for his appointments, and then it was rescheduled to 12. So there's no way that he'll be able to be here. He would have been able to be here for 12:30 and stuff. So you will have to miss him today, unless by some miracle appointment is over and he decides to waltz in after the first break at 1 o'clock. So until the time, Molaje, no God, you are stuck with me. Boring phenomenal. We are stuck here together. Hopefully this afternoon we'll have a good show. Hopefully. The show will be interactive. I'll open the lines very early so that you could call in. This morning I was listening to Jaim, and a gentleman called. You know, we're in the election season. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing I don't know why, but today I just felt like wearing supporting Ernest. I don't know, something happened. I don't know. Maybe the comrade. I just felt I should be highlighting the comrade, because this comrade is he's doing exceptionally well with the CIP. The CIP is doing wonderful, according to the African, wonderfully. Tourism figures out. Don't mind the little dip we have. Yeah, sometimes ups and downs, a little dip, but we are still way up there. We are scheduled to have almost 1 million visitors this year. And Tourist Board and Ministry of Tourism, when you give the figures, I don't want to be in problems with Mr. Cuthbert DJ. Separate the thing. Tell us what about the yachties. That's an important sector. So let us know what it is that the yachties are contributing to the economy and to our GDP. Because, you know, when they come, Butu, I'm using your chair and it's giving me some problems there. When, you know, the yachties come, they spend months, weeks, months. Sometimes they eat out. They shop, they stay at the hotels, Airbnb, so they contribute a lot to the economy. And, you know, their contribution is lumped in, you know, just lumped with all the figures. Mr. DJs has been on my case every time I meet him. He keeps saying, man, he's displeased with us. We need to delineate and give us, you know, at least what it is that the yachties are. I'm sure you have statisticians in there who could do that kind of thing. If not, employ somebody from the A-level, but is it still A-level, whatever they call it now, to do that kind of thing. Heppel was doing that for $43,000. We don't need a student at that day, you know, a little $2,000, and they can do that. They can quantify that and put the data together so that we can know what the yachties are contributing to the economy. Okay, so next time I see Mr. DJ, you know, he will not hold my feet to the fire and drag me over the coals. I'll be able to say, but hello, this, we give that and the other. All right, so that is great stuff. All right, so I don't know, Mr. Hiller, you have been doing well. It's only people who are successful people go after, you know. But you know, if you slap somebody once, you cannot unslap them. You know, Gwenson, you know what I mean? So, Ernest, I don't know, I'm sporting you today. I don't know why, it's a good jersey and stuff, you know, nice sleeves, makes it look like a thing. So, we're good, all right? Just there's an announcement that they want me to make in Babonneau. The flyer for, just put it up, Babonneau, the candidate, John Estefan, is going to be having a domino competition tonight. Just on the Balata Road there by Angus. I'll be there a little later. And the price is, I think, what, $500, $300, that's what I'm seeing there. Okay, it takes a while to come there. Yeah, so, no, you have the town hall meeting. The one of the, there's one for the, I sent it just a while ago there. Okay, we're going to get it. It's there. All right. So, if not, we'll get it. You'll just flash it on the screen at some point. So, this evening in Babonneau by Angus. Is it Blessings Bar, Angus? Blessings Bar? We're going to be having a domino competition there. Well, there was one, I think, in Bogis a few last week, and in Balata. So we're going to. Now, when you open the lines, let me just give you the numbers. 4533911, 4533911, that's the direct line. The WhatsApp line, 487-9849, again, 487-9849. Facebook, Real FM 91.3. Once you do that, it's coming up. YouTube, Real FM St. Lucia. and the website where you could send in your comments, and it's flash on the screen, and Jaquan will send it to me. realfmofficial.com. So if you go there, you could your WhatsApp comments, and we can read it live on air. All right. So I've taken care of house, the little these little matters. So you have that there. Okay. So Angus just messaged me. It's blessings flow. Okay, Angus, I'll be there. All right. So tonight, all roads lead to by Angus, where there's going to be the domino competition for Mr. John Estefan. Okay, if you don't have it, I'll send it a little later. The mood is red, the code is blue, but the mood is red. So again, as Shelton told you yesterday, we mustn't just pray for the comrade, Ernest, because this man, from the time he entered, there's been a relentless onslaught on his name, on his character, on his reputation, and he has just, by and large, stood up and absorbed all the blows coming his way. Now that he has given the opposition a slap in the CCJ, we heard what has happened. So we need to have his back, because we know the ploy. The ploy is to try to get him out of the race. But today I spoke with two attorneys, and they assured me nothing at all goes so. So we will see. I have the video, but I'll not play the video, the real video, not the doctored one by these people. The real one, I will not play it. I will not give this lady any airtime, any oxygen. But let the comrade know, Ernest, we have your back, and we are behind you. Okay, we know that. Just like Richard and Baby, they're trying to take you all down. But who Jah bless, no man curse. Live clean, let your works be seen. And your works, Richard, your work in Central Castries is unsurpassed. There's nobody, not even Mallet, not Sarah, the Deputy Pope, none of them have been able to do what you have done in Central Castries. Baby, you're doing phenomenal work in Grosville, and I was pleasantly surprised. I passed the Bonte route, Normally I take the back roads, I tell you. I don't travel the main road. After coming through Montciton into Rivière-Miton, I took this place there, what you call there? This restaurant, this nice place there. The Bonte road. I realized that should have been done. You'll have begun to widen, widen the road. Well, it's widened, so it's easier for two vehicles to maneuver. That's tremendous. You didn't advertise that, but that makes traversing the back roads much easier. And I was like, wow. I was pleasantly surprised at the work that has gone on there. So baby, fine. And now Ernest, they're after you, my boy. But stand strong. You have soldiers. You have an army behind you. And no matter what they try, what's contrived. I hear a fella, he's so busy now. Boy, Chandelier not playing, huh? Boy, Chandelier has a man who has now relocated from Rodney Bay. Full-time. He has taken up residence full-time in Micoud South. Who question Chandelier as Vegas, huh? Hey, the man has left Rodney Bay. He's no longer there, A man that likes to travel every weekend, every day he's on a plane. He cannot leave St. Lucia. He has to stay here, and every day he's in Micoud campaigning because Chandelier playing, boy. I tell you, Chandelier, my life is not easy, And so Chandelier has been saying that this man has been, having an easy time of it. Right now, the pressure is on, and he cannot leave. A man that likes to fly, always on a plane, he has that disease, Amazon vesicle. He likes to fly. But he can't leave. He has actually left Rodney Bay and taken up almost some permanent residence in Micoud now, because the ground has shifted and the rug will be pulled under you. Chandelier Pakashwe. That's the effect Chandelier has on this guy, and he's going mad now because he thought, you bought a safe seat. Or you think it is a safe seat? Nothing is safe in St. Lucia. No seat except library, and if you fought on Bradley, all right, in a minute. You understand? So Ladies and gentlemen, chandelier, the chandelier effect has a man, a man who likes to fly, who always on a plane. He can't leave St. Lucia now. And trust me, he ain't leaving St. Lucia until, we kick him out permanently. Then he will leave and go and take up residence in Canada because he's a product of Canada, or Canada, as they say. All right? So right now, if you want to see him, you cannot go to Rodney Bay. You have to head down to because of me say with it 24/7 appraiser because chandelier package way, the chandelier effect. Now, Bradley, let's go to Kifo. I mean, I know it's Journée Creole. Tomorrow, maybe we'll dress in our Creole and talk a little patois, because Shelton is the expert. But today, let me have my fun because after tomorrow, next time I'll be here is on Monday after this session. So we have 2 clips of Kifo. Anyone?
I think anything you do in life, if you're going to start a farm, if you're going to start a career path, if you're going to build a home, anything you're going to do in life, you're going to start with a plan if you want to be successful. It just cannot be right that you want to develop Choiseul Saltibus or work on behalf of the people and you don't have a plan. So I want to present my plans to the people of Choiseul Saltibus on October 19th, and I want them to evaluate them, see how we can refine them if needs be. And then we're going to work together. 5 years from now, we're going to assess where we're at.
People of Choiseul Saltibus, I call for your unwavering support for Kifo because together we can shape a brighter and stronger future for Choiseul Saltibus. We are hardworking people, resilient through the challenges, rich in spirit and bounded by community. We are the heartbeat of this constituency. People with hopes, dreams and shared beliefs that we deserve better right here at home. Kifo stands for a better tomorrow. He stands for honest leadership that listens, for development that reaches every corner, for jobs and opportunities that uplift our youth and families. Better together. This movement is bigger than Kifo. It's about us. When we stand together, we rise together. When we unite, we are unstoppable. We are better together. So let us choose courage over fear, progress over excuses, and action over delays. Let us build the Choiseul Saltibus we deserve, one filled with opportunity, dignity and pride. This Sunday, let us fill the Lafargue playing field with our red, a sea of unity, strength and purpose. Let us demonstrate how powerful we are when we come together. Join Kifo, join the movement. Let us make history and reclaim the future of Choiseul Saltibus. The time is now. We better together. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, we had a little break in the momentum, Sunday, the rain, and this Sunday, this Sunday is Journée Creole, we're going everywhere. But we have to continue to remember, we have to stay with Philip J. Pierre and Bradley, we're going to take that seat under you because you have proven yourself unworthy. Now, Bradley, I saw you posted endless things that you said you did. And a couple people from Choiseul called me and said, but fella, no, that just goes to show you. If you can list all those things, it just goes to show you that Philip J. Pierre and his administration do not believe in the Bellows Doctrine. Because that's true. If you did all those things, you fix the road, although they told me a lot of the things he listed there, not done. Because one told me the field behind a house, he has listed there as an accomplishment, is the same old way. So he has done nothing. But what the people in Choiseul wants to know, Bradley, is what you did with the $1.6 million. Qui ça ou fait l'argent saximent? That's what they want to know. Not what the government did, as a matter of course, because the government does things, repair roads, they will fix roads, they will do this, the jetty, the fisherman's wharf or whatever they did there. They know that. That is Philip J. Pierre not applying the Bellows Doctrine to you. Doing all those things that you listed there, you lazy guy. So we know that. Because if Philip J. Pierre had believed in the Bellows Doctrine, crap, who would have smoked your pipe? So they're listing things that the government has. They said yes. What they want to know, qui ça ou fait avec l'argent saximent? You know what's the l'argent saximent? The Community Development Fund money. What you starve the 6 opposition parliamentarians at the time that you're getting now. What have you done with that? That's what the people want to know. You know? Account for it. Don't list what the government has done, because that's a matter of course. And the government, they have to do that. Not because it is represented by you in opposition. Philip J. Pierre, the Honorable Philip J. Pierre and his ministers don't do that. You know, they are concerned about everybody, putting everybody first. So Bradley, what it is that you have done with the $1.6 million, l'argent sac ciment, that's how I call it, because that's what Sean said. Payon sac ciment is when. In other words, no, you know, you all use state funds and state resources to victimize people. Philip J. Pierre is not so. He's a Christian. He doesn't wear his Christianity on his sleeve. He's just a Christian. He does the right thing. You know, what would Jesus do? So he did what Jesus would do. He would give you from the spoils to help your community. So the people of Choiseul, they want to know, Bradley, qui ça ou j'ai fait avec l'argent sac ciment, the CDB funds. That's all. That's all. Nothing more. So don't list all those projects you claim you have done, some not done. That is because the Philip J. Pierre administration, they have not applied the Belrose doctrine to you, which they, you know, some people say they should have done that. No. We don't operate so. We operate properly. We do things well. All right? So that is what they want to know. They tell you they're not interested in what the government, well, they're interested because that's them. The government is doing. You were given specific money to help the community, and they want an accounting of that. You must account for it, Bradley, because they're seeing roads. You know, sometimes the same fella you all sold the give money for the vaccine, the cement factory. You could have gone there for a few bags of cement to help the people. That road, I forgot the name of the road that kept passing. You could have asked one of the fellas to take a tractor and grade that so that it can be motorable, and where possible, the fella that has it $7.3 million, your partners could have given you some bags of cement to throw in the road so it would be motorable. Qui sauve your fair, Bradley? Let's line up a Bradley thing there for me. You know, what have you done, Bradley? What have you done? You know, apart from giving away Vieux Fort, what have you done? You know, the 1.6 million, I'll be on that, you know, Bradley, because you have to account for that. Don't list what the government has done. Don't list what Philip J. Pierre and the St. Lucia Labour Party administration have done. Tell us what it is. Show us the footpath. Show us the help that you have given. Show us. Don't give people money in their hand. I'm not saying you're doing that. Don't do that. Don't try to bribe and buy votes. That ain't gonna work, Bradley, because the people have all. I can benefit you, you know. The people are asking for an accounting. You'll not escape. Just run, Bradley, there. Kunta Kinte.
I remember reading the book called Roots, and a movie was made out of it by Alex Haley. For those of you who remember that. And I remember the character in that movie, Kunta Kinte. And after watching that movie, there were many vivid images, you know, and it made me feel a way. It made me very conscious of what was done to our ancestors, what our ancestors went through. Brothers and sisters, we must appreciate where we came from. But in that same regard, we must never, ever go back there.
Moi, si my vote by un homme blanc passé by Philippe J. Pierre.
Everything on the white, on the left, is shining and painted white. Everything on the right is black, just like Philippe J. Pierre.
That's why he's inferior.
That didn't happen by accident.
But I want to tell Choiseul Soultibus tonight, it takes a white man to pick up St. Lucia from grounds.
That's what the white man did.
There are still many, many mentally enslaved people in this country.
The people of St. Lucia prefer a little cooler wayayay. St. Lucians don't like people that are too black unless it's their own family. Sometimes the people who have children that are black is born, their own child, you know.
We need to ensure that we have people who can engage with all races.
They should be publicly flogged for what they're doing.
Yes, yes.
Okay?
Yes.
They should be publicly flogged.
Philip J. Pierre should be put into the Derek Walcott Square. In the old days, they used to call it Columbus Square. And be flogged.
And you know what they do? They create hate and division.
I am angry! And I want to know why you are not angry. I am pissed off. Moi fâché. I'm going to say it in English. I am angry. I cannot take it anymore.
Brothers and sisters, we are going down a very, very steep slope. And as leaders, what we need to do is to do everything to create unity.
We must declare war.
Pierre is shitting in his pants. That is a disgrace for Mr. Jeremiah Norbert.
And I promise you this, that this government cannot stay in government.
We must do everything to create unity. And we do not speak about unity only when we have ceremonial activities. And I hear that a lot.
Let us not hate. And that is what the United Workers' Party will continue to preach. He was a mongrel. Every dog that barks.
Go around barking all the time. The comrades, the pigs and the dogs.
I heard him talking about this side has what you call a massa mentality.
Another word for Kenyonomics is plantocracy economics. A massa mentality.
Brothers and sisters, I will tell you what a massa mentality is.
Toby be good nigga for massa.
That's what I keep saying to everybody. You know, colonialization had a conscience in that ultimately there was a person making the decision. That's what I keep saying to everybody. You know, colonialization had a conscience in that ultimately there was a person making the decision.
When you talk about slavery, we shouldn't be ashamed of it. I think we should be proud.
Well, I don't think proud. I don't think proud has a depression that sentence. These guys need to be plugged, but
Philip J. Pierre should be put into the Derek Walcott Square. In the old days, they used to call it Columbus Square. And be flogged.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
They should be publicly flogged.
Shaka, shaka, tell them if they lash we brother. Tell them that they hitting all away. Shaka, shaka, when they make we children suffer. Tell them, they'll answer to all away. For we have family, one blood, one soul, to see our people free. One task, one goal. Shaka, shaka, tell them if they touch Mandela. Tell them, they better hit all away.
Ladies and gentlemen, you see why I have a serious problem with Bradley? Bradley went to high school, he knows the history. He talks about Kunta Kinte, talks about liberation and freedom, slaves. He sits there in an environment. Listen to Dominic, we should be proud of slavery. We shouldn't be ashamed of it. And you see, Rick dropped the ball there. We should be proud of slavery. Fellas should be flogged. And Bradley talking about Kunta Kinte and that changed his life. And you there following Massa? Bradley? And not only that, you know. Bradley, you know the struggles we went through. You know our land is important to us. And then you following Massa. You just signed away Vieux Fort. Bradley. And people, look at that. I'm going to show you something. You know, Booingson wrote a song for Chippy. I'm trying to get that song. Foreigners. What they eating is what we ain't eating. What they drinking is what we ain't drinking. Where they living is where we ain't living. What they driving is what we ain't driving. Somebody, you see, you know why I'm angry? Because I know if Radio St. Lucia was still in existence, I would have had that song. Because that's in the archives. That these fellas destroyed. But I can't get it. I'm looking all over for it. I can't get it. Buddha doesn't even remember he wrote the song. Chippy sang it. He one bad prick, and he has a song. Foreigners. What they eating is what we are eating. Where they living is where we are living. Where they, you know, top song. Can't get it. Because Radio St. Lucia, a whole institution, was destroyed by Shasne and Kokorom, and what's it, Friday, and they just threw away the archives. Left it to. And these fellas want to come back and tell me about what? So, Bradley, I'm going to have a problem with you because you're a lazy guy and you have no backbone. You stood there and you allow all of that to happen, and then you come about you watch Roots on Kunta Kinte. Demonstrate that you learned something from that man and you know your history. You signed away our land for nothing. And you know how that's important to us. That's liberating. That's our land. You gave away. And let me show you where they're going is where they're going. Put up that picture for me. You know, we cannot go at the SH, you know. But the Flabos have a key. Bradley and them have a key. They can go there when they want. We can't go there. And when we want to use recreation ground, yes. No, that one. When we want to go to recreation ground, we have to ask a foreigner for permission. Now look at the photo. You know, the Flabos can go at the SS at the whenever they want. You understand? They're having a bingo party. And they're having all kind of balls there. You know what I mean? Because then the white man tied at the navel and Bradley following suit because Bradley signed away our birthright. So they're there. We cannot go there. You think Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre can just go there? That's private property that only the Flabos have access to. So they have locked us out from Vieux Fort, but they can go there because, you know, Theo Akik said he will allow us to come to Vieux Fort. Imagine that. He will allow, because he owns Vieux Fort. So he will allow the natives. He will allow us. And you would, I'm going to say that one time, I'm Shasne. Oh, he had to ask for permission to go to Vieux Fort. That's how they have us, you know, second-class citizens in our home. And we have to ask permission to use our grounds. But they can go out there and say, you see the irony? See the contradiction? So when Bradley stands there and Lord Kunta Kinte and you watch Roots and he you know, he like epiphany and his life changed, you lie. You signed away and for that we have to kick you. Hard. You cannot do that to a countryman. You cannot do that to us. Put up his next picture, man. And you are proud to pose. I almost said with the devil. You look at him. Look at Kunta Kinte. You know, look at the traitor. Because that's what he is. If you sign away your land, you know, you betrayed us, man. You did not stand up when we needed you to stand up for us. You failed us miserably. And you're dead dancing like a whole little Makuman thing. Yeah. You know, you have a key in the world. $1.6 million. You have to account for that. And I'll be on you like white on rice, I've said. Because you have betrayed us. Betrayed the people of the South. You have betrayed, and from Choiseul down to Micoud, we voted with a vengeance because we want our land back. We want our land back. And we want our $1.6 million back. You have to show slipped. We're not going to allow you to pass. You, of all people, should have known better. Look at you, the ultimate betrayal. After you have done that, you're shaking hands with Theo Akik, who says he will allow us to come to Vieux Fort. He will allow the natives to come. You all can go at the SH whenever you want because you'll have the key. Philip J. Perry, Prime Minister, cannot do that. But when we want to use our recreational grounds for jazz and launching and to recreate, we have to go and call a man in Hong Kong for permission. You think that's right, people? And Michel there, you know, talking about, boy, Kifo, we give me one. Blue. Let me take this break. Powered by Blue Waters. Let's take our first break. I have other stuff, you know. Maybe I'll think during the break as to what I should do afterwards. Let's take that first break.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with big issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
McDowell's Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
Wasco wishes to inform the public of a planned maintenance on its raw water pipeline on Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. During this period, water pressure and supply to customers from Millet to Cap Estate will be affected. Upon completion of these scheduled works, residents at higher elevations and at the end of the distribution line may experience additional delays as the network stabilizes. The public is therefore strongly advised to collect and conserve water where possible. Wasco apologizes to its valued customers for any inconvenience caused as we work towards infrastructure resilience and restoration of regular water supply. Look out for updates on our website and social media platforms.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The City opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosley Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosley.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with big issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Thanks for staying in the relations. Yeah, I got a little worked up there because you see this Bradley fella, this man has me really irate. You know, you could put his picture back up there, the traitor, because that's what I think he is. You could sue me if you want, brother. I ain't taking that back. 2 cents I have in the bank, if you want it, you can get it. But, no man, you cannot do that to our country. You know, look at you. Happy day with T.R. King. You have gifted Viewfort to a foreigner. And then you could go back. You could put up the other picture in the tent. You could go to the tent whenever you want. We cannot do that. And to use our land, that our blood was shed and spilled, we have to ask a foreigner for permission. Viewfort, and you tie up Viewfort. No development can happen there until 99 years. If we try something, we have to go to court. And we're on the hook for $2 billion. Bradley, you think that is things, man? How do you sleep at night? And then you continue to dance. I continue to say it like old Makume in the little thing, ring ding, because you don't have a care in the world. You didn't care what you did to Viewfort, and you're going to tell people, vote for you. But no power vote for you. We'll kick you out. But you have to account for the 1.6 million. That list of things you did there, that's government work. That is Philip J. Pierre and doing what they have to do. Because as a government, that's what they have to do. Make the lives of the people better. And Philip J. Pierre, that's what he does. He puts people first. He doesn't say, if you didn't vote for me and you don't subscribe to my philosophy, I will not look after you. No. He does that. He looks after all. So look at the traitor there. People look at him there. Look at the man who betrayed us, betrayed the South, who gifted the South. Because a man, he says, he looked at roots and Kunta Kinte was his hero. He didn't realize the value of our land to us and how he could develop us and take us out. Because, I mean, in the Sahel states, they're taking back everything, they're kicking out the colonizers. But Bradley apparently did not understand roots. But then he's signing things away so that we can be colonized again. And look at his master who's asking for people to be flogged, and he has not yet condemned that. You sit with fellas who say, you know, Prime Minister should be flogged. Flogged for what? For doing good? For reinstating laptops? For implementing a minimum wage so that people standard of living can improve? Right? Paying CSEC subjects for our students? Paying for the nurses? You know, you want... That's what the farmers getting the inputs for free, the oils, etc. for free, and that is what he should be flogged for, Bradley. So you're not flogging your boss, your master, for selling our lands away, for giving away $7.3 million to a cement factory and entertainment. I mean, Bradley. Before I open the lines, let me just play a little nice thing there, because you see, a man must relax himself, because Bradley already got me irate there. I mean, I wanted to listen to you because somebody says the prime this morning called Giant to say SLP has done nothing. Now I came there the list of goodies. I'll leave that for tomorrow. You just play a nice video. Yeah. No, don't play that one. Play the one if yes. Yeah. Just play this one. You know, let me cool down and then I'll open the lines. Look, Alva again. You know, Alva. You know, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, people don't realize the work they do. Most of the other ministries, when they're doing things and they have money to do things, is because Alva, the president of the Republic of Labrie, has gone out and to source funding and stuff, you know. But, you know, in the background, you know, very diplomatically, they don't say much. But they do a lot to ensure, I mean, the ICARE program, you know, that's the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, that was headed that was spearheaded by Pell, Peter Lancico, and all the other stuff, the water treatment area, and that's for Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So let's just give Alva Sablamele. Let me play this one video, and then the lines will be open. You can call.
The governments of St. Lucia and India have formalized a 5-year agreement to fund quick impact projects across the island. The agreement was established via a Memorandum of Understanding MOU on Tuesday. Under this agreement, India will provide grant assistance for small-scale projects with a cost not exceeding $50,000. Minister for External Affairs Alva Baptiste notes that St. Lucia and India have enjoyed excellent relations over the years in a number of areas. He says that this assistance means that the government does not have to borrow or raise taxes to finance developments.
Today is just another chapter in our relations, signing the quick impact projects.
So apart from the significant and large development projects that we have been attending to, these are short impact projects that will inject new life into the business of cooperation and development.
The High Commissioner from the Republic of India to St. Lucia says that the agreement allows for 5 projects in one financial year. The funding is specifically aimed at projects that deliver direct benefits to local communities, emphasizing local ownership and capacity building. Additionally, the grant is designed to accelerate socio-economic development across St. Lucia, with a primary focus on the creation and upgrading of critical physical infrastructure such as roads and social infrastructure like education.
So basically it's a community-driven the programs. How can ensure the community welfare, a smaller infrastructure like projects. So it's not fixed, and it depends on the recipient. In St. Lucia government will decide which area they would like to implement this project.
The agreement is set for 5 years with the option for extension or amendment by mutual consent. For the DBS News World, Miriam Montoot reports.
Yeah, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Alpha is, signing that agreement with India for small projects. Bradley, we ain't giving you money again. But Choiseul will take care of you. Puisque monsieur passa, dis-nous, qui ça, il a fait avec l'argent sac ciment. Bradley, I just got a text from Choiseul there, They said, tout partout, toi chobao, c'est ça. You everywhere. No, I'll not say that one. You could sue me for that one, so I'll not say that one. No, tout partout. By Toshobahu. Kifo, we on him. We on him. He has failed. He has demonstrated he has no backbone. I mean, you won your seat. You're not even anything in the party. Not even a PRO. You have a drunken fella there making mistake every Sunday in the Sunday furnace. Ego just la. You're not even the deputy leader. You're not the general secretary. Upa, yeah, Bradley. Ego go and sit too. You cannot stand up, You look at roots, but you're contradicting everything. Oh, you're on that made you take, and that's your state. So I lit out. But brother, you're not good for my health, so I'll cool out. I'll open the lines. I'll open the lines now. I'm Mr. Technician. For those who want to call, you know the numbers 4533911 or 487 on the WhatsApp line 487-9849. If not, I will go into our list of goodies and I'll take it one by one because I have other videos on things to play, but Bradley Sarge a fait me fâché. Once I go there, you know what I mean? I know. Once you say Bradley Gaza, me say I raise blood pressure. We have a caller? Oh yeah, we have connection problems. Be that as it may, direct line, but the WhatsApp line 487-9849. Let's try the WhatsApp line 487. If not, I will for the gentleman who called this morning to see that we have done nothing in our 4 years, that's either was a book fool or you were just being tongue-in-cheek, to ask Yak Giant to focus on. So I will take it that is what was your intention. Our technician is trying to sort out the lines this morning, but that's okay. All right. Alan called you for the ghetto. Name it the pull of. Are you from the ghetto? If you thought it's a ghetto, fellas, look at me. Don't raise my blood pressure there because my thing about that is the angrier I become. Just now there, I want to put something on the screen, but the technician is trying to sort that out. No, try to sort it out. While I speak, there are other videos and stuff I can play. Now, for the gentleman this morning who called Jaim, because I listened, I was home, I listened, and I heard your call. Misplaced, yes, I would say misplaced. Either you willfully blind, which is okay. Hey, let me get real issues. Direct line, okay. You're misplaced. Either you're willfully blind, you deliberately, because there are some flabos. So there are some die-hard flabos. No matter what you do and what you say and what you show them, they will close their eyes to the truth. We are able to have a call. Let's take that call. Thanks for calling the real issues. Let's go ahead. Not coming through? Go ahead. Come, are we hearing you?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, sir. Good afternoon. Go ahead.
Good day.
Good day, sir.
Oh, good day, Comrade Terry.
Yes, my brother. Calling from the Republic of Labrie.
I love the passion, man. You're passionate. I love that, man.
Yeah, we have to get rid of these guys, man, once and for all.
Operation Wash It Not Take It.
People, wash it ring come from Shivibisi.
I know. Let me tell you, every time you keep on saying this thing, that some like booing, because I'm from the south, and I'm saying, you know, that this have so much potential.
Yes.
And that is just sitting there.
Yes, man.
Nothing. I mean, Danny, you know, promise you the people that, you know, they will get their land back and that, but we know it's not that it's easier said than done. But
yes,
I believe, man, I believe something must happen. We cannot allow that thing to fester like that.
Yes, man.
I know it will be a tedious task on the government, on Danny in particular, but we have to make that guy pay for that.
Yeah, man. And we have to get our lands back, man.
Yeah, we have to get our lands back, man. All the people in the south, I know so many of the farmers personally that went out of business.
Yes.
Yes, they lose all the flood. They actually went into other trades because they had nowhere to rear their animals and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yes, man. This is not fair. Abattoir, everything. It's like they're stagnant, and they want to blame the current government for the South not having any development. But who contributed to it in the first place? Yes,
man.
So it's an indictment on them.
Yes.
Okay,
my brother. Thanks for the call. Yes. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right. We have another call? Okay, go ahead. Thanks for calling the Real Issues. Oh, we lost that call, did we? All right, try again. The lines, I know we get a little problem with the lines today, but we have another caller. Thanks for calling the Real Issues.
Good afternoon, Comrade Terry.
Good afternoon, sir.
Terry, let me tell you, I don't like to reference people who don't see things clearly always to blind people, because I can recall one time I gave Coco $1 for $5, and immediately Coco tell me that's a balance alarm. You know?
Yeah.
And we know that Coco was a blind man.
Yes.
You know, so I gave him the $1, tried to buy a music tape from him. And as soon as I gave it to him, he passes and tells me that's a balance alarm. $1,
Oui.
Now, to say that the guy this morning is blind, to me, I kind of I don't want to insult or disrespect the Blind Welfare Association, you know.
Yeah.
But I would rather say this guy had a fall on his head and he probably got deranged because he never checked it. Yeah. Because I cannot, for one life of me, I mean, sorry, no matter what, I don't live in the island. But I get pictures of things that have been done.
Yeah.
So where are these pictures coming from? Where these people are getting that from? I mean, Pisa Road is a new thing. To say so boldly that the government has done nothing, you're driving around the island and have done nothing. Brother, you must have taken a real fall on your head.
Yeah.
And you really need to check into a hospital to make sure that they check on your brains for you. Because you're probably a real deranged person. You know, certainly, Terry.
Yes.
I was watching a little clip there concerning the lady from Viewport. And I saw they brought lawyers letter to her. One thing, when you are on the other side of the law, you really know what is protection. Huh?
Yeah.
Because I believe this gentleman is now missing the protection. Brother, you're in politics. I'm not saying that we should be insulting, disrespecting, and calling out names. Yeah. But you gave up your life as a police officer. You come into the politics.
Yeah.
You want to give, but you don't want to take. And so this is the very constituent you want to represent.
Yes.
So the constituent don't have a freedom to speak now. Before anything, you're already still serving them lawyers later. But this is the people that you want to represent. Kakal, let me tell you. You wait for your turn. That's not this time around, it's not your turn, and you probably will never get a turn. Okay? Because I don't think this one is for you. This one really not for you. And to my partner, my friend, this morning he gave me a nice text. He sent me a nice text this morning. Dr. Ernest Hiller.
Yes.
I want to tell you, if there is one person praying for you, one person on their knees, is you, my friend. It is you. the opportunities that you gave me in life, where I am today, I don't, as I say, and I will say it again, I don't always look at people as role models, but you, Dr. Ernest Sile, when I was going the wrong way, you pulled me up. Even if I'm from Soufrière, from Castries South, you pulled me up. You asked me to attend every workshop that the National Youth Council was giving at that time. That is what made my life better. That is what made me who I am today. That made me a better person. You had my interest, and you see to it that I was at every workshop at that time. The NYC had plenty of workshops teaching young people around the island. You had me attending all of these workshops, and that made me a better person. Brother, I have your back, Dr. Ernest Sile. I know who you are, and whatever anybody want to try and tarnish you with, I will defend you. I have your back. Thank you, Terry, for giving me that opportunity.
Yeah, thank you very much for that call, my brother. But Kaka can give it. He can't take it. You know, you're Calypsonian, you're giving everybody lash. Hitting everybody. Atibayo Baula, uka play with. That's a shinya. We don't want shinyas in politics, man. We have another call. Thanks for calling Real Issues.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
I just need to thank you for what you have, the collection, what do you call it, the montage you had on the flogging issue.
Yes.
I think that's a very important lesson and message that video or these videos have to carry to people in terms of the decisions that they have to make in the forthcoming election.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yes.
They have a lot of lessons in it. But what troubles my mind is that the number of flambeaus, just ordinary people who say they are flambeaus, and perhaps or not, they do not really understand and get these lessons as far as these videos were concerned. I have said before, I think on your program, that if there was one thing that St. Lucians ought to vote against Alan Chastanet for, is the DSH thing, as you said, in Vieux-Fort.
Mm-hmm.
But the other one, I don't know, I'm not too sure which one is the worst. The other one, St. Lucians have to vote against Alan Chastanet for, vote against Dominic Fede in ancillary canneries for, is for that flogging issue.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them said it, the flogging issue. That these are very serious things as far as the mind and intellect, consciousness of St. Lucians really account. Don't tell us what, about 100 and what, maybe 80 years after slavery, the dehumanizing effect, psychological effect that slavery still has on our minds. You know that there are St. Lucians who still suffer psychologically over all these years from slavery. Bob Marley has said, emancipate yourself from mental. A majority of St. Lucians have not emancipated themselves from mental slavery. That is why there's a mass of St. Lucians, some at the lower rungs of the social ladder, who still follow flambeau, and they would not take into consideration these issues and the lessons. My brother, as we go towards the election campaign, these videos should be played every week to remind the voters of St. Lucia. You made another point. I just want to reflect on it a little bit. When you come about the foreign affairs and the fellas signing the things and things, so you know, and you probably can trace it out, you'll have the information, that when Sarah Flood was Minister of Foreign Affairs, she never come in the parliament and report on what her ministry under her was doing in terms of foreign affairs. She was only reflecting on the little project that they had in Roseau, whoever was paying for it. That was, you just check it out. And these things used to hurt my mind. How somebody can be responsible for a Ministry of Foreign Affairs and at budget time has nothing to say, nothing to report to St. Lucia on what was happening. I want to thank you again, and don't let the fellas get you so upset or excited. It's understandable, because I believe people with your clarity of mind, it will anger everybody as far as that. But don't let them get you that angry. Okay, my brother?
Yes, brother. Thank you very much, me. Bradley Saka for me got some missy.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah.
Anyway.
We're coming close to the break, but we have another caller online, so we'll take this call before we go for the break. Welcome, caller.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Terry.
Good afternoon.
And how are you?
I am fine.
I'll be caught talking both Patois and English.
Not a problem.
Let me tell you, Shas and his cabal should never come back in government because of the mess they did the Portland field. I was a worker for almost 5 years as a gate attendant. And sometimes when people come to throw rubbish, they would ask you, they don't throw rubbish anymore? I would tell them, drive in. There was a hole to put the trash from St. Jude. The brewery have bottles, different colors. There was a hole for each color of the bottle when they crush it. And the rubbish was being covered every day. And there was some tanks with a liquid where somebody was spraying the rubbish so you don't get flies. And now they're wasting taxpayers' money.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You can pay taxpayers pay pour TSOD for managers dead law. Bradley, my 63 years, I was still nearing Komotetu, not tasty way.
Women.
What I do, sir? Shas, payo kaipu shas, Louis, Debiso, inipulwe by tout la famille. C'est mon ça, Tomo bio totéri. Moi, travaille pour 5 années. La tête belle, la tête doux. Raymond Boray, c'est contracteur. Hein? À présent, là, Johnny Mesta à Daviefo, man, these people must go.
They must.
Must go.
Yeah, thank you.
The mood is red.
The mood is red. The code is blue.
And I'm staying with Mr. Pierre.
Mr. Pierre. All right.
All right.
Thank you very much. We shall take this break. Blue Waters break, powered by Blue Waters. Afterwards, the lines will continue to be open.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
McDowell Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
Wasco wishes to inform the public of a planned maintenance on its raw water pipeline on Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. During this period, water pressure and supply to customers from Millet to Kappa State will be affected. Upon completion of these scheduled works, residents at higher elevations and at the end of the distribution line may experience additional delays as the network stabilizes. The public is therefore strongly advised to collect and conserve water where possible. Wasco apologizes to its valued customers for any inconvenience caused as we work towards infrastructure resilience and restoration of regular water supply. Look out for updates on our website and social media platforms.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Thanks for staying with the real issues. The lines are open. We're waiting for your calls so I can go on and deliver the matters. You know, looking at the goodies that the ministry... Oh, we have 2 calls waiting. Sorry. Let's take with the first one. First one on the grid. Thanks for calling the real issues. Let's go ahead, please.
Brother Terry.
Yes, my brother.
Tell Ben to move clear the way. Brother Terry.
Yes, my boy.
From time the Prime Minister come and announce that election is going to be on a Monday, Papa, boy, I think them fellas' Sunday lies begin to increase. Them lies improve. Them lies turn to deception. You know, all of a sudden the fellas' technique now is to attack the Labour Party on healthcare, on health. When they had the COVID, Brother Terry, do you know that they wanted to send St. Lucians on Rock Island? That was the plan, you know, to put St. Lucians on Rock Island. Then they had St. Lucians in a mess at the hospital. Lucians could not have communicated with their loved ones to send a message, etc., you know. It's Musa that come there and uplift the healthcare in this country, you know. These guys stayed for 6 years and they did not touch St. Jude, you know. But by the grace of God and by the mercy of God, St. Jude is on the verge of opening to give St. Lucians better healthcare. So they cannot touch St. Lucians on healthcare. So you know what they want to come with? $75,000 for every St. Lucians. I want to implore my people. I want to beseech my people that promise of $75,000 per person, that is BS, that is pie in the sky, that is a big fat lie, that is deception, that is not possible. Because when you work the maths, Terry, and you multiply 75,000 by 180,000, you get in $13.5 billion. Where are these guys going to get that money to fund the health care? So you see, as you see the election date is coming by, I want to tell our people that these guys are going to manufacture all kinds of lies. Stay firm, stay sober. Don't allow those guys to piss in your eyes and call it rain. Our choice is clear. Let us stick with Philip J. Pierre. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my brother. I think we have another call lined up. Let's take that call. Thanks for calling the real issues.
Hi, hello. I'm calling from Choiseul.
Oh, yes.
Okay. I want to... Bradley is not doing anything for Choiseul. If you see the state of our road and everywhere, he's not doing anything. He's doing only chicken and rum. Just lower down my home. He eats always chicken and rum. But the youth are smart. They are very smart, and we will put him down.
Yes.
Because on the Roblo Road, it takes Kifo to pass through there to see the state of the road and call on Philip J. Pierre. So he's not doing nothing for us, and we're waiting for the date to put him out.
Yes.
I'm calling from Choiseul, and that is it.
Thank you very much. We know that. These days everywhere too hot for him. Two part two. But don't worry, I'm dropping a bombshell on him later in the week.
By Tikwa.
Next week I'm dropping a bombshell on him. Yeah, Tikwa, because he just laughed right. No backbone, no gonads, nothing.
And where is the money he's taking?
1.6 million. He just used
a little out of it for chicken and rum. Where is the money?
Yes.
He's hiding it because he know he will lose.
L'argent saximan. Nous voulons un compte, Alessa. Yeah,
that's right. He know he will lose, so he better save it.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. We have another call? Let's have that call. Thanks for calling the Real Issues. We lost that call. All right. Yes, Bradley. You heard, I'm not the one who said it, huh? People have told me so. Put it back on screen there. You look at this man, that photo. If you want that photo, I'll give you, the ultimate betrayal. He says he's Kunta Kinte. He read Roots and he saw the movie and says, South Africa, Bradley. We have 2 calls. Let's take this first call. Thanks for calling the Real Issues.
Brother Jerry.
Yes, my brother.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I was watching news last night.
Yes.
And I saw Guy Joseph at the usual Sunday lies. And how he's calling Stephen King a snake. And saying how Stephen King was a traitor from Times. How Stephen King, hated Sir John Compton. 2 things I want to point out for people to understand. When Stephen King, when Sir John came back, okay, Vaughan Lewis kind of left the UWP and he went to Labour because he ran Central for Labour Party. Right? That's a fact. Vaughan Lewis ran the Central seat for the St. Lucia Labour Party. Guy Joseph wants people to understand that the plan was for them to use John Compton to win the elections and for them to bring back Vaughan Lewis. But Vaughan Lewis was in the Labour Party. So how can that be possible? I don't know if that was Guy's plan, but how can that be possible? That's one. Secondly, when Sir John was Prime Minister, the last time, just before his death, Spider was the Deputy Prime Minister. I don't think Steve had any position in the St. Lucia Labour Party. However, on Sir John's deathbed, the man called Steve and gave Steve to be the Prime Minister of St. Lucia. And you telling me Sir John and Steve had issues? So you don't see the thing Guy Joseph is talking about. You don't even know what he's talking about. And the most hurtful thing about that, there are persons in the crowd listening to, applauding all that kind of foolishness, Yes. You understand? He bypassed Spider. Spider was a deputy, He bypassed Spider and he gave it to Steve. And you telling me these guys had issues? So I just wanted to bring that to the attention of the whole of St. Lucia and the world. Thank you, my brother.
Okay, all right, my brother. Thank you very much. But what Guy Joseph said, you see, I've told you already what I think. It's supposed to be in jail. And don't worry, there'll be another public function. And the cameras will be rolling. Don't worry. We have another call. Let's take that call. Thanks for calling the Real Issues.
Yes, good afternoon, sir. And how do you do?
I'm okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, that's good. May I ask, what became of the abattoir?
I can't answer that. Huh? Ezekiel fought
Is
hard
it down
for that.
or is it up?
Yeah?
Is it down or is it up?
I don't know.
Wow. St. Lucians need to know what's good for them. If these guys will use any mama guy to come back. Alan has something under his sleeve. There are certain things he wants, but he needs to come back to get it. He colonized before. This time we ain't know who he colonizing, where he's colonizing. We need to put our feet down and give him a clear message.
That's right.
do not come back into our politics. But Mr. Felena,
Yes.
he got it easy with Gideon. But that little Pima Jacques you see down there, not Pima Jacques,
Shanda Pajou.
the bird pepper, how you call it again?
Shanda Pajou.
Pimaguiv. What's that, Pimaguiv?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Just go ahead.
Okay, that bird pepper, Dr. Harrison,
Pajou.
she had him on his toes. Trust me, he have had sleepless nights because he have not gotten it easy with her. And there is something our supporters need to do island-wide. You see, election day, we need supporters to be watching these ballot boxes like a watchdog. At King's Stole one in Deriso. This time we don't know how many that will be gone and where they will be coming from. We need to watch all. Have a good day, people.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Of course, we're going to watch all. Yeah? We'll be vigilant. We have another caller. Thanks for calling the Real Issues.
So Terrence, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Boy, notice you alone on the fort today.
Yes, man. I'm batting alone.
Yeah, but good program so far.
Yeah, thank you.
I understand that the product of Canada is spending more time in Mikunov.
Spending more time? That's what the man living now, eh?
Well, sorry for confirming it. I heard that, so I wasn't too sure.
Shanda Nimiseka Kudi.
So thanks for confirming. So Terrence, you remember back in 2006, right? I think when Sir John became Prime Minister again, there was some move to establish diplomatic ties with China, right? But they wanted to reestablish diplomatic ties with Taiwan, right? And then Rufus Bousquet being Minister of Foreign Affairs and things, they wanted to go otherwise, and Sir John felt, well, they should remain with China. But you remember there was a famous Super 8?
Yes.
Right. Was Stephenson King part of that Super 8, to your knowledge?
No, I don't know. I heard about it, but I can't tell you who was part of it or not.
Because I'm hearing now that Guy Joseph is saying that Stephenson King never liked Sir John and whatnot.
Hello. You see, stop quoting me. I don't know him naming my. Don't stop quoting me. But sir, we know that man, and the truth, finish with it. Don't take the word and come and spread midwood here. That will upset me.
I'm just surprised.
Don't give me any currency. Don't give me any currency. I'm not responding to me. I say it's supposed to be in jail. And don't worry, the next time at the public event, the cameras will roll.
Because as far as I know, he was part of the Super 8, but I don't know Stephenson King to be part of the Super 8.
Don't give me. You see, when Shelton, they're fine. When I there, don't call me and tell me about it. Don't know, I'm serious.
All right.
I don't have it.
I rest my case. I just wanted to clarify.
You don't see this, I'm not referencing it. I'm not referencing it. People going to take me word for the bang, you know what I mean? Met word means nothing. His words mean nothing.
Boy, the kind of things I hear a man saying, boy, say government to do law you can parler comme ça, you say it was that's exactly what is going on, you know.
Yeah, nothing.
But come what may, we're not going back.
I don't know how
the mood will just remain red, you know.
And Lisa will give him the licking that he deserves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right, we have another call? No other call there. But you see, SLB people, they have some fellas you just must not reference. Don't give them any oxygen. To come and say what mid say and what mid not say. Mid not say anything that making sense. No substance. Nothing at all to uplifting. Nothing educational. And I'm not going to waste my time on this guy at all because it's a vexation to the spirit. Every time you hear this man, nothing good comes out. You know, the man's a Christian and say a pastor is that nothing good comes out of his mouth. You know, and anytime it goes on air, you could just, once his lips are moving, dismiss it. Because it's nothing wholesome and Parkway, don't waste your time on people like that. Let's concentrate on some good stuff. All right? We have no more calls? All right. So this morning, this guy, let me go to my thing there. Although we have videos we could play now. We have nice testimonials. Play one. I sent you one there this morning. Play this one. Yes. Play this one. You know, talking about we have done nothing. Look at the traitor. Let's play. Let's.
In all sector, in all sector, government, the government working. Hello. The country running well, Michael. The PM doing good.
Of course, Emma is doing pretty well in Soufrière.
My children are grown, but my grandchildren is still benefiting from what the government is giving.
Everything good, cook and curry.
Les politiques a ouvert septembre. Il va être une cérémonie, une big cérémonie. Moun sorti l'autre côté vini dans la cérémonie. C'est pas un beau, un levaille, on est un beau levaille. Qui do les pour education, il va nous faire un beau levaille.
Mr. Pierre have done a lot for us. For the children, the hospital.
Betterment for the youth.
The pensioners. I believe the little money that people are getting was too small, you know? And by raising that was a great achievement by the Prime Minister and the government.
If you give a fisherman to build a house, you will get a boat. You see me? Because you're that. If you don't know my struggles, you don't know what I'm going through, how could you help me? How could you solve my problem and you don't know my struggles? And a man coming out and say he doesn't know what it is to put people first. How you want to be my Prime Minister and you don't know what it is to put people first, my brother? That making sense?
Having the Blackberry minibus drivers, the best drivers in Castro. We love him, Stevenson King. Patriots.
Look that we building the waterfront. We have a road building on the other side of new development. So far so good.
Il a fait chimé, il a mangé, il a baillé maman, il a vu toute maman l'école, education. To the household near university scholarship. Sean got some shy by your family.
Mais we took my l'école ni bénéfice, bon ni bénéfice.
Even me, if I want to take my business into a next level, there are venues that I can go to and get a grant. And there are so many things that the government.
Okay, let's pause this video to take a call. We have a call online. We don't want to keep you waiting. Thanks for calling. Real issues.
Mr. Felino, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, I just want to go back to history a little bit.
Yes, ma'am.
During the initial Labour Party government in 1997,
yes,
there was a call by Dr. Anthony directed to Lucille to electrify the country. And that was in the sum of $2 million EC dollars and to institute rural electrification. Today's economic activity on the island is tied directly to that initiative by Dr. Kenny Anthony. Because what that project did was to electrify the entire country, especially those communities that were promised electricity on the even election and the electricity disappeared the night after election. So that transformed the whole landscape. And the Wi-Fi we're enjoying island-wide, the electrification we're enjoying island-wide, the economic development we enjoy island-wide is the result of that project. So when people talk about the Labour Party don't have a plan, and they're not planning, and they're not projecting, they need to go back to that era. Because if you look back 28 years ago, when that plan was initiated, people criticize it. And I remember one of the biggest projects was the Bhutto project. Bhutto would never get electricity in the UWB government because they said that project was not cost effective. Soon thereafter, Lucilec was able to tie their network through canneries into Belvedere down into Soufrière. Because that lane was going cross country. So I'm saying that to say, we cannot have selective memory. And for those people criticizing VFOT, I lived in VFOT for 14 years. Pre-Kenny Anthony and post-Kenny Anthony, and I could testify wholesomely what Beaufort was before and after. We cannot be selective. And before I finish, under Peter Josie, on his watch, between 1987 and 1992, the government of that day subdivided land. They call it Latuni Phase 4, now called Cedars Heights. There were 49 families on government land. They were occupying the land as quarters. Mr. Fernand, I need you to review that. Research that.
All right.
The families on these plots of land were charged $1 extra per square foot as a squatting fee, you know. Mr. Fernando, that is criminal. And I was one of those that was occupying government land at the time. The land was being sold at $2.50 a square foot for those outside that are not occupying government land yet. But those that were already on the land were charged an extra $1 per square foot for that land. And when Kenny Anthony came, he instituted the Proud Project, so Latuni, Docomel, Demon, and more areas, Cantonment, Higher Deburi, behind Speedwell, Lucida had a substation over there. All these people were able to get lands and title and ownership and pride. So to say the Labour Party never had a plan and they're selling the land is wrong, is delusional, and is only selective memory. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks for calling. Let's just run up that video because it started again. Let it finish. And then we might end for the day.
Has done and is still doing.
I mean, naturally you could see the difference between what I was there and what is now present, you know?
I can't wait. Nah, don't mind them. We put them down already. They know they're going to lose.
But honestly speaking, the government is doing very well. I'm proud of my Prime Minister and his Ministers of Cabinet.
For CXC, what do you want? This first fund, the teachers, preschool getting how much? This now, preschool now, free train now, education now. What you want again? What you want again?
Yeah, what you want again? What you want again? Yeah, ask them, what do you all want again? Chicken and rice? Why are you getting that? You know? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the ordinary man understands the issues, and Shelton and I and Butu, we're going to keep hammering away. We have to win on our record. That's what we're campaigning upon. We're going to campaign on our record. And it's a wonderful record of achievements. In 4 years, I mean, the suite of achievements, too numerous to mention. But we're going to articulate and enunciate each one. And I tell you, I'm working on it. These days I'm a little busy. When I leave, I go and have lunch. I normally crash. Lights out. I get up about 5 to listen to Mary. And well, tonight I'm going to support John Estefan at Angus Blessings Bar, the domino competition, and so on. You know, that's how it is. So I really want some time to fix up those lists for you. The crimes that Alan Shastney and his cabal committed against us. And we're going to list the goodies. So we're going to make, you know, a dichotomy, a contrast between what obtained 2020, 2016, 2021 and what is now. And you'll see, bro, there's no choice. Your choice must be clear. We have to stay with Philip J. Pierre. Right? I don't care what you say. Let us campaign on our record. Now, the flabos who don't want to see, they are willfully blind. Because some of them are willfully blind. You put the truth in front of them, the cognitive dissonance sets in, they cannot deal with it. So they have to call El Guapo, call you names and say all kinds of things. Because they cannot handle it. That's Jack Nicholson. You can't handle the truth. The truth is there. We have a record of achievement. We have a record of progress. And that is what we're going to campaign upon. And Danny, in Beaufort, we're going to get back our lands. And put up that picture of the traitor. You know, you have to see that photo. And we must put that on some billboards, you know, on some flyers in Choiseul, Beaufort, Labrie. What it is that this guy has done to us. You say he's Kuntakinte, he read Roots. You saw Roots, you saw the movie, and you became conscious. You're fooling yourself. This has been the real issues for this afternoon. On behalf of Shelton, who's not there, let me wish you a wonderful Wednesday. Take time to relax and distress. The lottery is about to come on. I will see you tomorrow morning at 9 and again at 12:30 with Shelton. Adios. God bless.
The winning numbers for the midday draw of Wednesday, 22nd October 2025 were Double Daily Grand 1, 3, 15, 22. Big 4, 1, 9, 1, 3. The Big 4 Multi-X ball drawn is 2x. Pick 2, 0, 4. The Pick 2 Multi-X ball drawn is 2x. 1 off, 7, 6, 2. Lucky 3, 7, 6, 5. The Lucky 3 Multi-X ball drawn is 2x.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back.